Right, moving on to question 3. Okay, question 3a, most people did quite well, so I'm just going to blast through it. You've got triple brackets to expand. Key thing is just ignore one of them. I normally ignore the last one and multiply out the first two. So x times 2x, 2x squared, x times plus 3, plus 3x, minus 2 times 2x, minus 4x, and minus 2 times 3, minus 6. Put that all in one bracket, and we still need to times it by the last bracket, the x plus 1. It's easier now if we simplify this. We've just got less things going on in our final things. So 2x cubed plus 3x minus 4x is minus x, minus 6, x plus 1. So now we have to multiply everything in this bracket by everything in this bracket. Okay, so first I'm going to 2x squared times x, minus x times x, and minus 6 times x. So we're going to get 2x squared times x is 2x cubed, minus x times x is minus x squared, minus 6 times x, minus 6x. And the next bit is quite straightforward, you just have to times everything by plus 1. So it's not going to change, it's going to be exactly the same, we need to add it on. To make it easier for me to add, I'm just going to write them down here and line them up with the relevant power of x. So 2x squared times 1 is 2x squared, so I'm going to line it up here, plus 2x squared. Minus x times 1, minus x, and minus 6 times 1, minus 6. So now when I go on to final answer simplified, I just have to add them up going down like column addition when you're in year 4. So 2x cubed, minus x squared plus 2x squared is plus x squared, minus 6x minus x is minus 7x, minus 6. That's your final answer. Right, let's look at part B. Factorise 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. Okay, so it's got to be double brackets because there's nothing that goes into all three. So we're starting off with double brackets. We say, right, what times is to give 3x squared? That's got to be 3x and x. Gets a little bit more tricky now. So now I need to know what times is to give 6. And we've got different options. Okay, so I'm going to try and work out what my options are. So in my two brackets here I've got 3x and x. Okay, what times is to give 6? Well, it could be 2 times 3, or it could be 3 times 2. It could be 6 and 1 and 1 and 6 either, but I'm going to start in the middle, 2 and 3 because they're next to each other, and work out. Okay, 3x times 2 is 6x, and x times 3 is 3x. So any way of combining those two to make 7x? No, there's not. That's no good to me. Okay, so let's try this one. 3x times 3, 9x. X times 2 is 2x. Is there any way of combining 9x and 2x to get 7x? Yeah, I can do plus 9x minus 2x. Okay, so if I want plus 9x, that 3's got to be positive. And if I want minus 2x, that 2's got to be negative. Okay, I'm going to times the x by the minus 2. So x times is with minus 2. And times the 3x by the plus 3. So 3x times is by the plus 3. So they go in opposite brackets. Okay, so my final answer is 3x minus 2 times x plus 3. Okay, part C. Solve 5x squared minus 4x minus 3 equals 0. I looked at this for a moment and went, how do you factorise that? And then I realised you don't have to. It says give your solutions to 3 significant figures. As soon as you see something with a quadratic equation and it tells you you have to round your answers, you're looking to use a quadratic formula straight away. Okay, don't even mess around trying to factorise, just dive straight in with the quadratic formula. So A is the number of x squareds, 5. B is the number of x's, minus 4. C is the number at the end, minus 3. And I'm always tempted to write what b squared is here to make sure it's positive. Minus 4 times minus 4 is 16. My formula says x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. If you ever get confused with this minus b, put an extra one at the bottom here with a b squared. Minus b is 4, the opposite of b. So now when you plug it into the formula, we get x equals 4 plus or minus the square root of b squared, 16, minus 4 times 5 times c is minus 3, all over 2a, 2 times 5. Make sure your line goes under everything from a 4 to the end. Okay, and you picked up the method mark for working out there. You can just type that straight into your calculator. Okay, fraction button, 4, you can't put plus or minus, you just have to put plus. Square root 16 minus 4 times 5 times negative 3 over 2 times 5. Okay, and press equals. And it'll tell me that it's 2 plus the square root of 19 over 5. If I press the SD button, I get my first answer, 1.27177 dot dot dot. Okay. I then scroll back using a little left arrow until I get to before the square root sign. Press delete to get rid of a plus and put in a minus instead. Press equals again and I get my second answer for x, which is minus 0.471779 dot dot dot. It asks for 3 significant figures, so I'm rounding here, 1, 2, 3 after the 7. So I get x equals 1.27, and here I'm rounding 1, 2, 3 after the 1, so I get minus 0.472. Okay, that's question 3. Stay safe.